Hi everyone, welcome back again. So in this episode is about all sorts really, just what I've been doing at home the last 2 weeks really. So my daughter, God bless her, she's been doing bits for me as well, a lot of painting, a boyfriend, the missus, doing a lot for me. So I'll go through it all, show you bits and bobs they've been doing for me as well, save me a lot of time. Obviously working, so it is January, February, obviously it's hard, Christmas time's gone, obviously I've not been working, self-employed, working me nuts off lights, just trying to get some money in, doing all sorts really. So a lot of work, working out there, stupid hours, coming home, sorting the fish and stuff out. Not a lot of time for myself, doing bits, trying to get what I want done, but they're getting there now. So the missus, my daughter, my boyfriend are helping out a lot, helping a lot. So I do appreciate it too, like. So I'll tell you around in a minute, I'll show you bits and bobs I've been doing there really. The solar panels, they're up and running as well. I'll go through them, show you bits and bobs, they're all working. I'm probably getting 1.6 kilowatts averaging through the daytime when it's nice sunny. The same when we get this summer when the summer comes, longer nights, longer days, let's say, not longer nights. There'll be a lot more kilowatts of stuff coming in. So what I'll do, I'll turn you around now, show you bits and bobs, done for the week, and get back to you. See you soon. So in this room now, he's actually looking mega now. We're ready to get back to normal. So my daughter, her boyfriend, and the missus have all been busy the last couple of weeks, getting all ready for me. Obviously we tied it all out, got everything out of here. So I've not had a chance. I've been back into work and busy at work and sorting these fish out. So the damp on the ceiling's still there, but it's only just been painted, that has. So I did PVA all the ceiling about 3 times after it was dry, left it 2 weeks, nice and dry, and it was. That's all gone now. Got to dry out, still a bit here. The paint is wet through, so only finished painting it today for me. All around there, new green. So we did the floor later, well, just finished the floor in here now. It's actually looking bang on. So I can't wait to get this room back to normal, up and running again. So I'm well happy with it now. So I can't get in there now. As you see, it's still wet here. Just painting up to this section where it joins in here. But other than that, it's looking superb. Well happy with it. So the snooker room, that's still got to be done. Obviously, we painted this room in here first. Get the crap and everything in here. Get it all sorted out. Sort the bits and bobs that I'm keeping and get rid of and stuff like that, really. But well chuffed with this now. So I'm thanking my daughter, my boyfriend and my missus. So I do appreciate it. So it's time for me to get stuck into it, but I've had no chance at all, but they did it for me. Well happy with it. Over the moon with it now. So what I'll do, I'll go over to this window now, show you a little bit more through there. But so in that room, it's looking absolute mint in there now. Well happy with it. So I'm proud of them, I am. Really proud of them. Sorting out for me. So I can't get in there now, it's just locked. But saying, that snooker room there, all these sorting, all these get all the bits and everything out. When this is dry in a week or so, well, it'll be dry in a couple of days, but around a week or so, I don't want anything sticking to the floor. So I'm gonna get it all out of there, sort it out, put it in piles, put it on there. There's a lot of stuff to go in there. All fishing tackle, what I collected over the years. So a lot of the mirrors will be going. Get rid of a lot of them as well. The fruit machines, get rid of them. Just trying to declutter a lot of crap and everything we don't hardly use, so might as well get rid of that. Have us a big open space, seating area, get my snooker room back open again. Get the lads back round, get my snooker on a Wednesday or something with the lads. Loving it really, but other than that, well happy with that room. Still bits to sort out in there as well, all bits and bobs, but other than that, that room's more or less done this side. That should be done in a week or so as well. So get back to normal, get straight, enjoy it and use it again. So this Tempest tank is absolutely doing banging as well, so I cannot fault it. 2 Tempest, main filter, doing the job. So he's frying here, well not frying no more, it's a little small toe size. So it's some 6-7 inches long, like can go there. Absolutely thriving. So they get fed 3 times a day. I'm not doing it too much, obviously a lot of fish in there. It does look a great lot really, but all the fish just grouped up here. There we go, it's not too bad now, all that space here behind them. People think there's a lot of fish in here for it, but the tank doesn't look as big down the bottom. You see it's massive, you've got this space here. The fish are just grouped up here, waiting for a bit of food. You see not massive fish, 6-7 inches, there's a shark there as well. And Benegoy is the biggest one, so halfway there. It's in the space in the tank, so it's just over 500 gallon. It's a plenty sized tank really. There's still a lot of fish in here, but I don't want to start feeding them loads, so start growing massive. There you go, there's a Benegoy. It's quite a big fish that is. I don't want all that size in there, so it's definitely not big enough, but other than that, these 2 Tempest definitely do the job, 100%. So they're due for clean again today. So they're doing every 2-3 days max. So it has been 2 days. They've had a lot because it's just gone weekend. They've had a lot of food in there, so 2 days for now. In the week, they won't get as much food, twice a day. Once in the morning, once in the evening, and that's it really. But other than that, they're doing bang on. Gonna clean them out in a second. But this room, 16, 17 degrees in here. That's 16 degrees in there. That's what it's been keeping at, room temperature. 15.9, so you go, not far off at all. So the diesel heater has been off earlier on because we're out of diesel. But this diesel is absolutely doing bang on really. It costs about £3 a day probably to run that, but that is running this room in here. This is not finished yet, not at all, so I've got to do the pipe work and all sorts. I've got to put a window here as well, so there's a window going there, and that'll be moved down somewhere here. Obviously the reason why it's up there is where the Nexus was on here, see, before. I've had to put it up out the way there because there's no room with the Nexus and stuff, you see. So then that will be going down there. New Orford exhaust pipe coming up again, same place. Put the window there. A bit more light in here. Got light across here. But saying the light that's obviously now stopped by the solar system outside. But saying a bit more light in there, perfect. But that absolutely perfect. Running this room. It's not just running this room. It is running this room as well. So I'm talking about £2-3 a day that's using. It's well worth it. So in that room there, I've got two 2 kilowatt heaters, one on one tank and one on another tank, and a heater in there as well. It's costing a fortune to run that room, but now I've got a heater going in there. Two kilowatts are still connected, but if I keep the water, the room shall say, heated more in the water, it'll be bang on lights. It won't be kicking in all the time trying to heat the water up. Room temperature, it's doing good. So that room's all insulated all the way around, all at the top, on the roofs and everything. I'll go in there and show you that in a minute. So needs Tempest, perfect, cannot fault them at all. So I did the solar system as well. That's all connected up now. It's not on now, obviously it's dark, night time. So what I'll do now, I'll show you a video I did a few days ago when I connected it up. Obviously you can have a look on there, then I'll show you how it's all running. So now I've got the inverter up and running now as well. Solar panels connected at the top, but I've had to take 2 of the solar panels off because you're not allowed over 600 volts in this system. It'll blow something in, you see. So the maximum go. Obviously the kilowatts and everything worked out fine, but it's too much voltage, so I need to look into it more before I connect them up. So they are still up there, I've not took them down. Obviously the 2 M1s there, this side here, and these 2 M1s here. Just disconnect them for now, but then I will probably connect them back up, see what sort of voltage we get out of them. I will do a proper video again about the solar, how it's all running, but I've got it running now. Main thing, it's working, saving a little bit of money. So we're getting 250 volts, should I say, at that one, and that's been the same earlier on. Obviously it's daytime now, it's pulling down a little bit more, obviously because it's switching round. Earlier on this morning, so I'll show you a video now what I was getting this morning. So it's a lot better this morning to what it is now. Obviously the sun's going round, changing its direction and stuff there. But in the summertime, sun's nice and high in the sky. It's winter now, it's only February, the beginning of Feb. So I won't be getting a lot of it like. But this morning I was getting quite a lot of it. I was really surprised really. I've just got the CT clamp connected as well now. As you can see, 4.2 kilowatts is coming from the house. Half a kilowatt coming from the PV solar system now. It's a bit dull outside at the minute, out there, so we're not getting a great lot. But earlier on, I was getting 1.6 kilowatts an hour. But obviously in the summertime, I'm gonna get a lot more. There you go, something's gone off now. Probably a pump cleaning. That's what sort of kilowatts I use an hour, which is costing a fortune in a minute. But this can save me. Obviously in the summertime, electric shouldn't cost me anything with these up and running. I've got another system as well to do. So in the minute now, as you can see, 170 volts, and that one's got 240, 250 volts. But earlier on, it was the same. It is running right. We're saying we're getting 3 amps off the top one. That's top PV, the top solar system on one side. This is the bottom one. So you get 170 volts on that one. I don't know why that was earlier on. It was getting 250 odd at the bottom one. You're getting 3 amps, 528 watts off that one system. The bottom one we're getting 240 odd volts. Only half an amp off that one and 58 watts. But later on tonight, this afternoon, should say, so it's only, what time is it now? On there, it's 2:30. Later on, a couple of hours or so, it will change round. It'll go into the other system. like it'll get a lot more wattage and kilowatts on this side and more amps. I'll swap around a little bit. Only a little bit because maybe getting shadows from the place behind my light, but it's getting up there. It's going to save me a lot. So it won't cost me hardly any electric for the summertime. There's also something's just come on again now. 4 kilowatts an hour, that's what I'm using. It's absolutely crazy. All this system and everything going, but that's what it is, what it is. It's all these systems are not going, but hopefully this now will save me a hell of a lot on there. So it's gone to the statistics, energy, and that's what I've got out for today. The PVs created 6.6 kilowatts today up to now. Saying sunlight didn't come around properly to about 10 o'clock, and now it's 2 o'clock, 4 hours, I'm getting 6 kilowatts. It's not bad. We're doing alright. We're saying it's first up and running test today properly. We're saying we'll see how we go for the week, see what it says. I'm going to click on these settings. So they were going yesterday a little bit as well. Let's go on this again. That's today. Yesterday. That's a week, there you go. So yesterday I did get a bit of it as well because I did have it running for a little bit. So we have 11 kilowatts from yesterday afternoon. I had it running from the afternoon. Today we got 6 to 7 kilowatts on there. PV, load, somewhere there. Export, import. No idea how it all works yet. Got a lot to learn on it all. So in the week, month, so this is the old settings on it all. It's second hand. Same will work out another couple of weeks. See what I've been using. But other than that, it's pulling it down. I'm getting half a kilowatt now. Here on 1.6. The maximum I can put through it, because I've got some more solar panels up there. The maximum I can put through it is 600 volts, but we'll see. I'll read up a bit more and make sure I don't overpower it. I might even connect other solar panels back up. Other than that, that's running. Saving a little bit of money now. Summertime, hopefully electric won't cost me nothing. Once these batteries and that are connected up here, got to put more batteries on another system as well. Got plenty of solar going up, save me some money. It's costing a fortune at the minute with these price increases, but this, hopefully, eventually, will pay for itself in a few years' time, but there we go. I'm saying the batteries aren't connected up just yet. I will be getting connected up soon. Just got to get a couple more bits for them. So we've got all the cables and stuff. Just need a longer cable, come from here. The bottom one, come to there. Because them four and them four will be connected together. It's a 48 volt system. I'm not 100% what I'm going to get out of these yet. Kilowatts wise and stuff like that. So then there's the bit of oomph, as you call it. 180 amps an hour to 200 amps, 180 volts, 6 volts, all that crap and everything there. So I've got to work it all out, watch a few videos, get them all connected up, and go from there really. So we need a DC isolator, that's got to go here. Bit longer cable, thicker cable as well, so this last cable going to here, going to the inverter needs to be really thick as well. Not as thick as them ones there, but thicker than those ones on there, shall I say. Really thick cable going to there, you see. Get the ice cable, because that one gets red hot, you see, coming from there when it draws it up. But it's going to save me a lot more money. I will get a decent tariff as well. So I'm going to get a decent tariff for the company. I don't know which company I'm going through, but people saying Octopus. I don't know. Anyone else out there know a decent tariff, nighttime tariff? So I can charge these up at night time in the winter. So obviously I won't get enough power off that to charge them as well. So I need a decent tariff at night time to charge them up through the winter, you see. But I have got another one of these as well, with another 16 panels, which will go on the other roof outside as well. Summertime when I put it up, obviously summertime it shouldn't cost me hardly nothing for electric. It's cost me a fortune at the minute now, with all these tanks and heaters and everything going. So it is running 4 kilowatt in a minute, so a couple of heaters just kicked in. So it's 4 kilowatts at night time, so if we can get these charged up, get another set of batteries as well on the other one, hopefully winter time shouldn't cost as much as it's costing now, because it's costing me a hell of a lot at the minute. But let's see how we go. Let's get the ones connected up. But if anyone out there does know a cheap tariff, nighttime tariff, get these charged up and that. So do want to charge these up nighttime, get all these working, send me a small fortune. Saying once that DC isolator's on there, them bits are up and running, them batteries are running, it'll save me a hell of a lot of money. So that was them solar panels, all up and running, all bang on now, all saving me a bit of money. So that diesel heater, talk about that again. Obviously this room in here is all insulated. On the top there's 2 foot of insulation in there, packed and packed. Loads of it in there, all wool insulation, all the back walls, all battened out, insulated all down the sides. The king span, same all around here, same on this wall here. The floor, same again, insulation underneath these boards here, underneath there. So then they got to put this back on, insulate that back up again. I thought it had a leak on this bottom here. There's water coming here, it's coming round, it's coming from there. I thought, what's going on? So I took this board off, investigate. There's still nothing there, so no idea. That was ages ago, probably a good 6-8 months ago, probably longer than that. It's saying it's coming from the big blue. This condensates up, obviously, it's warm in here, cold water coming in, dripping down here on the floor, coming underneath the boards. Oh, that's why the boards are all wet around there as well, you see. Coming underneath the boards here, and coming around here, and swelling up the thing and rising up the water was here, off the board. So that was the reason for that. Pond's not leaking at all. So you can turn the trickle in off as well. Left it off for a good week or so, and this wasn't going down now at all. Obviously a bit of the condensation, well, a bit of evaporation, to say, out this room. But this room is absolutely bang on. Cannot fault this room at all. We're saying diesel heater heats this room up, bang on. So they use up about 22 degrees. So it's only 19, 20 degrees now, obviously, because that's been off for a couple of hours. I didn't fill it up in time. Back on here, you can see a bit of condensation on the walls over there and the ceiling. None of that is usually in here, it's usually gone. We're saying that diesel is kind of faulty. It's cost me three quid a day. We're saying I've got a 2 kilowatt heater there, 2 kilowatt heater there, a 600 watt heater, what heats the room up. It's costing a fortune to run all this light in here, trying to keep it warm. We're saying once it gets warm in here, it's bang on. It's bang on all together, like so, insulate around. But now, when that's in here, dry air gets all rid of the condensation, does bang on. So it saves a lot more money than what they were costing before, you see, because they're only kicking in now and again. That 600 watt heater, that's not on no more, just not even plugged in, it's just left down there. That 2 kilowatt heater there, it's costing a fortune to run in here. And now, that diesel heater is saving a hell of a lot, really. Other than that, these fish are doing bang on in here. So they're now packing some size on. Really packing size on here. So the Karishi guys, nearly caught up to their Easter showers, and the sheep goes showing there now. So I've got the bubbles there, you can't see them properly. But there's 2 Shiros in there. I think I'm getting rid of one of them this year. So Vince, if you're listening, you might want one coming your way, matey. So you're interested in one. You did ask first. It was a good year or so ago when you asked. So one of these will be available soon. There you go, Vince, first dibs on that one. There's a small one in here actually as well. That's in there, that'll be staying for a little bit. Watch them grow on. He's in there somewhere. But these fish here, the size of these now to what they were last time I measured them a few months ago. Well, not even a few months ago, it was over a month or so ago. The size of them are packing the size on now. Crazy. Same with these. I brought the 10 fish back from Jack's place on there. Some Kajakus, the Krishy guys, another wacky. So the white on that is unbelievable. So these are packing the size on again now. Absolute crazy. Loving these 3 tanks there now. Absolutely loving it. I don't know which shearer it is yet, which I'm getting rid of. So there's 2 in there. So give him one. That's that one. And there's the other one with like a stripe through its head. That's there. So I don't know which one's going yet. One will be going. There's quite a few fish going to be sorted out of this one as well. Out of this one, because getting a lot of fish in it. Well, the size of the fish now getting too much for this tank. But still, the parameters and everything are perfect. Same with these. Parameters are perfect in these. But so I will be getting rid of quite a few of these this year. Other than that, this room is bang on. Can't fault it in here. So the tempests are pretty straightforward to do. Let's turn it off here on this section. So I do need to put that up there yet. Turn this bottom valve off, top valve off. Same on this side. I can do it backwards on this one because it doesn't suck back up. Turn the bottom valve off here. Open that valve. Open this valve. That's it. They're bubbling nicely now. Give them a bubble. Probably do it 2-3 times. Let it go through. Under that valve there. Let the water flush through. Get all the crap out of it. So they are coming down here now. Across here. Across there. Down to here. Straight down to the grid. Does the job. Nice and simple. Do it 2-3 times. Top that water back up. It probably loses, just say I can't do it now. Probably loses about this much water, maybe a little bit more. So 5% of the water, top back up. Sometimes I turn it on and off every couple of days after that. Give it a water change, 20% water change as well. Just open one of the valves at the bottom, let it all run out. The jobs are good, and other than that, straightforward to clean them out. Can't fault them, do the job, nice straightforward. So now expensive to buy it first, but I've already got them, so it's not costing me anything, because we have other tanks. I'm going to use them in here, so it made sense. Put them in here, look smart, and the jobs are good on them. So I'm well happy with 2 Tempest tanks. Right, that's what I've been up to the last couple of weeks. Well, me, my daughter, my boyfriend and the missus. So I do appreciate my daughter, my boyfriend and the missus for helping out like. So they are going to help me out a lot more as well. Obviously, I've got no time to do everything. Obviously, I've got other things to do. Got to be here, got to be there. Obviously working, coming home, sorting all this out. But they are going to help me out, water changes and stuff like that, so I can get it going in a routine, so I can do it on myself. So I do appreciate them anyway. So thank you for the offer, and I'll show you how it's done and get it all sorted out for me and make life a lot easier. But saying, it's never ever, you'll ever get straight with fish and stuff, you see. So obviously you want feeding, you want water changes, you want this, you want that. We've got these 3 tanks in here, another 2 tanks out there, the main pond, another tank there, and another 3 tanks in there. So there's a lot of fish to look after. Hard with working full time as well on there, but it's the way it goes. It's how you do, crack on with it and get it all done. So that's it for this one. Just showing you bits and bobs what I've been up to the last 2 weeks, and that's it really. So if you haven't subscribed to us, if you wouldn't mind, thumbs up. Those who already have, I do appreciate it honestly, and hopefully we should see you in the next one.